Hey, all right, everybody, look, I got another box. Right, okay, so what's inside this box by here? Well, it's another dual motor powerhouse of an e-bike. And a little bit later on in the video, we'll do a hill test. I'll try and find one of the steepest hills we can go up. Gonna make it to the top. We'll do a brake test, and we'll do a speed test. 29! So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel so you see all my other videos. I've done other e-bike videos with dual motors. Give it a like and make sure you comment as well, because that gives the video traction. So let's get this bike out of the box. We'll have a look at the other boxes and we'll have a look at the bike and put it together, and then we'll get the bike by here and we'll have a good look at it. So this is how it comes out of the box, with a bit of packaging on there. There was a bit more stuff. I've taken some of the packaging off. You've got a box to the left there, then you've got the seat post and the seat, then you've got the front mudguard, then you've got an accessory box, and then you've got the front wheel. So let's put all these things on, put it all together, and we'll have a look what it looks like. Okay, so in this box here, it looks like it's the headlight. So let me just take the headlight out of this bag here. Try and turn it upside down with one hand, like so. See if it pops out. Come on, come out. Is it going to come out? There it is, look. There we go. There's the headlight there. Looks like it slides over the forks. So that looks like a nice, big, meaty headlight. Looks nice, that does. So let's have a look what's inside the accessory box. Okay then, let's have a look what's inside the accessory box. Let's open it up. We got a little piece of plastic there. I'm not quite sure what that is for yet. We'll turn that over there. We got the e-bike user manual. Then we got the pedals there. Look, very nice pedals. We got a pump, which is nice. There we go, we got a pump for you. We've got a screwdriver, which looks a lot better than the screwdrivers you usually get. That's quite nice. Then we got some nice big, look at them there, look, hex key, Allen key wrenches. They look good as well. We got a spanner. There we go, look. That looks like it's a decent spanner. We've got some more things in here. What's our lock? So they've sent you a lock as well. And in here will be the charger. We'll have a quick peek at the charger as well. Let's have a look. Let's get out of the way there. There's a charger. Can I see what it says on the other side? It's got a UK plug as well, which is great. And let's see if we can see what it says on there. The sun is shining a little bit. Let's have a look. It's 54.6 volts and 3 amps output. So that's pretty good. So there we go. That's what's in that box. So putting the bike together is pretty straightforward. You've got to turn the stem around. Then you've got to put the handlebars on. You've also got to put the pedals on. You've got to put the front headlight on. And then you've got to put the front mudguard on. And last of all, put the front wheel on. Now, I will say, undoing these hex bolts here, you've got to get a 10mm spanner on there to hold that. And undo this one. It was very, very tight. I got to say that was in it tight, and it has got Loctite on it. So bear that in mind. Okay then, so here's the bike all put together. What a nice looking bike. Now I'll try and get the name right. Lankeleisi X3000 Max. I think I said that right. Anyway, look at the bike. Nice looking bike. Looks quite sturdy. Looks very well made. I can't wait to get this out on the old open road. But let's bring the camera in and have a look at some of the specs around the bike and see what it's all about. Looking down here at the brakes, we've got 180mm discs with 4-pot hydraulic calipers. We've got 20-inch wheels with 4-inch wide tyres. So this bike has got dual motors. We've got a 1000-watt motor in the front and a 1000-watt motor in the rear. 2 motors means double the torque, which means going up hills should be very, very easy. We've got the battery, which is housed in there, and I believe that the controller is housed in this part by here. Looking up at the handlebars, over here to the right by here, I don't know if you can quite see that on the camera, but over to the right there is a half twist throttle. You've got your 7-speed Shimano, then you've got your brakes. Now they're branded DYISLANDDe, I think that's how you say it. Then you've got the colour display there, and your controls by here. So let's turn the display on by pressing the middle button like so, and there we go, the display comes on. Lovely display, nice and clear, colourful display. Now down by here it says single B, so when you turn it on it usually defaults to the rear the back hub motor. If you hold down the plus button like so, it'll go to the dual motors, and then if you go again, it should go to the front motor, and then if you go again, it should go to the back motor again. So there we go. So that's how you get through all the different motors. You've got your plus and minus there, you've got your walk mode, you've got your light button, and you've got your information button. Then under here, you can't see it, but under here, very loud horn, I like that. And that's housed in the headlight. So let's have a look at the lights. In the front by here, nice big headlight. So let's turn it on and see what it looks like. It is daytime, so bear that in mind. So I'll put the headlight on by there. I'll go back and forth like that so you can see it. And then also in the rear, you've got a tail light and you've got a brake light as well. So we'll give the brake light a couple of squeezes so you can see that. And there we go, that's the lights. So in the front by here, we've got a nice wide plastic mud guard, and the forks are like the triple tree type style. If we go to the back here, we've got a rear shock there. That's a 650-pound rear shock, which I think is a good, that's a good rating. And then we look here, we've got the rear swing arm, which looks really strong. And then a very heavy duty rear rack. Okay then, this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimeters or 1.78 meters. I've put the seat where I think I'd have the seat. If I put my hands forward on the handlebars, I've only got to put my hands forward a little bit, so I'm sitting up mostly upright. So it's a very, very comfortable position. Let me just try that rear shock, and I can feel that it's actually moving, which is good. So that was a look around the bike. Let's get this bike out on the open road and do some hill tests and brake tests and speed tests. Woohoo! Right, okay then, here we go. Been looking forward to riding this e-bike, so let's go to the normal hill I do first, then we'll go to an even steeper hill. So at the moment, let's just go around the corner by here. I've got it on level 2, let's put on level 1 a second, like that. Now, I think the throttle doesn't change. The pedal assist only affects the pedals. The throttle is, oh look, there's a squirrel by there, look. Hello squirrel. So I think the throttle, even if I put it on 5, it's on 5 look now, and if I put it on 1, if I put it on 0, it's nothing. If I put it on 1, I think 1 to 5 on the throttle is exactly the same. I don't think there's any difference. Now, at the moment, this bike comes, it got delivered to me stuck at 15 miles per hour. So we'll take that off a little bit later on in the video, but at the moment, I'm just trying it in the back motor. So let's pull over by here, like so, and we'll put it in dual motor mode. So hold down the plus button like so, and we're in dual motor mode now. So let's have a look what it's like now. Check there's nothing behind me. Oh, blimey, there's a massive difference when you put it in dual motor mode. Let's try and pull off you can't pull off gently. Now, dual motor mode, let's put a light on as well. Have a look what the light looks like when we go through the tunnel. I can see the light already from here. So the light is fantastic. Don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Do you see that over there? And over there. And over there. That's a very bright light. I keep skidding. Right. So let's turn the light off. I think that's off. So dual motor mode. It's got loads of power. It's got loads of power. So at the moment, like I said, I'm showing you what it looks like when it comes from the factory. Stuck at 15 miles per hour. Let's wait for this car to go past me here. Okay, thank you. And another car come in as well. So I'll try pedal mode at the moment now, right? So I'm in level 1 by here on pedal mode, and it's in dual motor mode, and it's incredibly easy to pedal up this hill. So let's put in number 2. There we go. Bit of a kick in the pants. Then we go number 3. Yes. Let's go all the way. So I'm just ghost pedaling now. I'm not actually putting any pressure at all. It's quite easy on level 1 as well. So pedaling up a hill like this. Now Some e-bikes I've tested struggle up this hill, but this bike is, look, it's staying at 15 miles per hour. Now if I unlock it, we'll try that a little bit later on in the video, but at the moment I'm just trying the pedal assist and the throttle. So oh, this is nice. This is I gotta say, this is a very nice e-bike. Very nice. I like it a lot. So here we go. We'll go straight past the cattle grid. I'll even go over the cattle grid today. Oh, this is brilliant. Now let's pull over by here to the side, and now I don't know why it comes locked at 15 miles per hour, because it's a dual motor 2000 watt e-bike with a twist throttle on it, so it's not, in legal terms it's not legal, but they're sticking to the 15 miles per hour, which I suppose is good in a way, because then there's no people going around the streets like hooligans, is there? Now, so let's try and unlock it then. So I think you hold the plus button like that, go onto there like so, press the I button, and then let's just pull it up like so. Where does it stop? I'll go all the way up there. I don't know if this is going to work or not, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I went too far. 62. Let's turn it off and on again. Like so. Let's turn it back on. Like that. So wait for it to come on. We're in back mode at the moment, so let's put it in dual motor. Like so. Let's pull off gently now because I'm on loose gravel by it, because it wants to shoot off like a rocket. Right, let's have a look there. Let's see if I've got it right. Let's see if it goes past the 15 mile per hour mark, or have I done it wrong? No, it's still at 15 miles per hour, so there must be a certain number you must put it on to unlock it. So let's have a look. It's going up the hill really easily, but for some reason I can't get it to go any faster than 15 miles per hour. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. So it's gone up this hill super duper easy, but I haven't unleashed all the power yet. Oh, there we go. My mistake. I've got to put it on. There we go. Oh, I better slow down. There's a doggy and a dog. Right, I'll try and explain this the best way I can. But if you unlock it, then the pedal assist numbers do affect the top speed. So if we leave it in 1, it still only goes to 15. If you know what I mean. There's a dirt track up there. I wouldn't mind going up there. I wonder what it'd be like to go up there. Oh, it does look a bit too much of a dirt track. Right, okay, so we've established that it does go faster than 15 miles per hour. If you unlock it, but that is entirely up to you if you unlock it or not, or if you want to stay at the 15 mile an hour mark. Now let's go down this hill by here and we'll try the old brake test. So here we go. I'll only go to 15 miles an hour to make it fair, or 15, 20 miles an hour to make it fair. Let's get up to speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Ooh, nearly lost the front end then. The front end started skidding as well then. Right, let's have a look. So, remember it is a heavy bike. Let me just see if the bike will, oh it won't, let me just move it back a bit, like so. Put it that way. Let's drive into that bank and right, okay, that's better. Now then, so there we go, there's the skid. Now, this wet bit by here did affect my stopping distance. It was a little bit wet today. It's not dry road, so remember that, it's wet, okay? So the front unlocked as well. So there's the bike by there. I pulled the brakes. I didn't have to pull them that hard because they're 4-pot hydraulic brakes. If it was dry, it would have stopped a bit earlier, but because it's a bit wet, especially by there, where it was all slippy, I lost the front end a little bit, so it went a little bit further. So the brakes felt very, very nice. So, with that being said, let's get down by there, or up by there, or whichever way it is, and try a bigger hill. Now, I gotta say, I'm bouncing up and down on this rear suspension, and this is one of the first bikes, e-bikes I've actually got on, and the suspension actually works like suspension. It is plenty of bounce in that, so it is soaking up the bumps fantastically. It is very, very good. I gotta say, the suspension on here is fantastic. It does make bumps lovely and smooth. There we go, another big hill, and it's getting up here super easy. Look at this. It's flying up here, 19 miles per hour. 21. We're going up a hill, mind, a big hill. 20. 22. Hey. Leveling out a bit now. See how fast it goes up here. 24. 25. 27. 28. I seen 28 there then. 28. 29. 30. Ooh. This bike's fantastic. It's very good. I just thought I'd stop by here for a minute and show you the view where I am. I have been up here before. There's Caerphilly Castle somewhere around there. I always look by here like, oh, I can see it over there. Now when I point in the camera, I'm not pointing in the right direction. I usually got to point a bit lower, but it's in that direction over there Caerphilly Castle is. So this is where I am from Caerphilly Castle. Caerphilly Castle's right over that way. It is a bit windy today. I don't know if you can see, look. Might not sound on the camera, but it is quite windy. Bit cold, but use the bike here, look. And I gotta say, right, it's up there. It's up there with the top bikes I've ridden. It is up there with the top bikes I've ridden because the rear suspension, even though it's got a small shock on the back of there like that, I don't know if it's the way it's positioned or because there's a lower rated spring at 650, it's actually springing up and down and taking all the shocks out in the front forks. They're good as well. So, and with the fat tyres, is nice and comfy. Oh, let's do the old squidgy seat test to see if it is squidgy. And there we go. It is squidgy. It's not the squidgiest seat I've ever had, but it's not hard by any means. So it is nice and soft. And there's my hand there, look. It is quite wide. So that's a comfortable seat. It is a comfortable seat. But like I said, you know, it is, it's actually working. And because it's got an actual seat post, you can actually pedal the bike, because you can put the seat high and actually pedal it without your knees coming up into your chest. So you can actually pedal that bike as well. I think the only thing if I was keeping this bike, I think I'd put a normal headlight on the front to make it look less like a moped and more like a bike, I suppose. But it does look nice, that headlight. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is we'll go up that way by there, and there's a even steeper hill. It's very steep, this hill. Now, like I said, it doesn't show up on cameras. For some reason, the camera does lie. It says the camera never lies, but it does lie when it comes to hills. So we'll go to the end of this road, just up by here, and there's a very steep hill there, and we'll see if this dual motor e-bike can get up that hill. If it can get up that hill, it can get up any hill. And I won't pedal at all. I'll just use the twist throttle. So, with that being said, let's go. Oh, I tell you what, best thing to do is turn the bike on first. And I'm going to put it on, you guessed it, full power on sports mode. So here we go. Oh, and I need dual motors. There we go. Let's check for traffic behind me. Nothing coming, and here we go. Oh, this is great. Here we go. Hey! Now I gotta say, these dual piston hydraulic brakes, they do work really well, because you've only got to pull them a little bit. You haven't got to pull them hard to stop you. Now, like I said earlier, the brake test, I was on wet ground, so do be careful when you're on wet ground. Now here's the hill to the left of me by here. Now it doesn't look that steep at the moment, does it? But when you go around the corner, this is very, very steep. So let's see how it goes up this hill. Can I get up this hill without, you know, pedaling at all? I'm not pedaling at the moment. Here we go. Now further on it gets even steeper, so I'm not sure if this bike can take me up there without any pedal assist, but we'll see. It's going to slow down, I expect. Now this is extremely steep. We're doing 8, it is slowing down, look, by here. 16 miles per hour. We're still going up, yeah. Now this is steep. This is steep. This is steep. 15 miles per hour. Come on, you can do it. We're not far off now. It is slowing down. There's some sheep, not sheep, horses by there. Oh, it's going to make it to the top. It is going to make it to the top. 13 miles per hour. And there we go. Oh, blimey. Oh, the road gets terrible up by here. Oh, and there we go. It made it all the way to the top. That was fantastic. It's a bit of dry road by there, so let's try the brake test again. On the next, the sun's been out on this already. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, there we go. That was better. So a dry road. Let's see what it's like now on the dry road. So look. Well, it didn't hardly skid. You can't hardly see it, but it did stop. Considerably better on a dry road. So let's go and carry on down this hill. Right, okay then, let's turn this to 0, nothing. I'm not using any of the pedal assist or the throttle. Let's just see what it's like going down a hill. We'll just use gravity and we see what it's like. It's actually picking up speed quite fast. Very fast, in fact. Hey, this is so the rolling resistance is quite good. Look at that, 31, 32. About 32 miles per hour. There we go, 32 miles per hour rolling down a hill, which is very, very good. That's good, isn't it? Right then. Let's go down here, past the cattle grid again. Over the cattle grid, here we go. Oh! Right, okay, so in front of me, over by there, just through that is a gap by there, that goes up onto a mountain. There's not a path as such, it's extremely bumpy, so I thought I'd test the suspension. Now, I said earlier, the suspension on the back of this bike is very, very good. So let's put it to the test. We've got plenty of power. I got it in dual wheel mode. We'll just go up there. We'll see what it's like. We'll see if my teeth fall out, if they stay in. We'll see how smooth it is with that rear suspension. So what am I in? What am I in? Level assist 2. I think 2 will be okay. We don't need any more power than that. I don't want to go too fast up there. It might be a bit overgrown. I haven't been up there for a while. So let's have a look and we just investigate. It does look a bit overgrown, but let's just go for it, isn't it? Let's just go up here like this, through here, like that. Oh, there, oh, overgrown. Right, there we go. Right, here we go. So it's more like a footpath, this is. Oh, the front wheel is spinning. Right. Oh, here we go then. There's going to be lots of me making funny noises going up here because it's very, very bumpy. Well, let's just try and sit down. Let's see what that. Hey, that suspension is fantastic, I gotta say. What a brilliant. Now I had to stop because my camera was pointing to the sky. Let me just tighten that up there now. The camera was pointing to the sky. That's no good to anybody, is it? Now, so I'm on the hill now, so I've got to start off on the hill. Right, let's just go for it, is it? We're gonna have some front wheel spin. Let's try and tickle the throttle on a little bit so we can get going. Let's get going, let's get going. Here we go. Right, here we go, come on. The wheel is spinning a little bit. Here we go. There it is. Oh, this bike is brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. It'll go anywhere, this bike will. Oh, there we go, up through the thistles. Oh, and again. Oh my god, that was brilliant. That was fantastic. Right. that passed that test. I think you can throw anything at this bike. It's just so good. It is. It's just. I'm not just saying this. If you want a fun bike, if you want to have fun on an e-bike, buy this bike. I can guarantee it's fantastic. Now, here I am again, up on top of the hill. Beautiful view from here. There's an old viaduct there where the trains used to come across that way, and then behind me here, by here, is the old railway track. There's a bit of a quarry over there. There is a railway going along that way in between the trees somewhere, but it's a beautiful view up by here. The sun's, it's a bit warmer now, it's not so cold as it was earlier on. But anyway, look at this bike. It's a nice bike, isn't it? It is a very, very nice bike. Now, I think it's retailing around about £1,900, I think it was, on the UK website. But it's, if you are interested in this e-bike, I'll put all the links will be down in the description. If there's any codes or anything like that, they'll all be in the description down below, and I'll pin a comment as well, so you can check it out that way. Right, okay then. So this is the in front of me by here, or behind me by there. This is the old railway I was talking about. They used to come from way over there. So we'll have a little ride down here. Right, okay then. I've just got it in level assist 1 now in the dual motor, just taking it nice and easy down this track by here, enjoying my day out. And I gotta say, it has been I've been pleasantly surprised by this e-bike. It is very comfortable to ride. The rear shock absorber does take out all the bumps. It really does take out all the bumps. The front suspension is adjustable. You can see there, it got compression on one side and the rebound on the other side. So when you put the compression right up, it sort of locks it out. And when you do it to the other side, it sort of makes it a little bit more easier to bounce, I suppose, in a way. Great display, horn. It's got it all, this bike. It is a very, very good bike, and I think it's worth the money. I do think it's worth the money. Some people might think it's a bit more on the expensive side for an e-bike, but I think it's worth every penny, because you've got the dual motors, you know, you've got the rear suspension that actually works. Now I'm about 81 kilograms, and it's perfect for me. So if you're a bit heavier, you might need to put like if you are a bit of a heavier person, you might need to put, you know, a higher rated spring shock on the back. If you're a lot heavier than me, but at my weight, at 81 kilograms, 80 to 81 kilograms I am, at my weight, is absolutely perfect, and it does take out all the bumps. So I'm going to drive down by here now, or ride down by here I should say, and there's a little bit of a dirt track at the end of this path, so we'll do a little bit more like off-roading. I say off-roading, soft-roading, but it's a downhill sort of thing. So we'll go down by here and see what it's like. Oh, now I've been out for a while. Just let's stop a second here, and the battery is still actually on full. Now I've been out for quite a while riding this bike. I don't think I've gone that far. How far have I gone? 7.8 miles. And it's still on the full battery. So there we go, 20 amp hour battery. It's doing well with all this power as well, and the battery is still lasting very, very good. So let's get down by here. It pulls off fast, this bike does pull off fast. We've got to go through a gate by here. It's a little bit overgrown because it's the end of the summer, or almost the beginning of autumn, I'd say. Some people call autumn the beginning of September. I always go by the what is it? The equinox, is it? You've got the summer solstice for the summer, and the equinox is for the autumns, I think it is. Anyway, let's try and get through here. A few stingies. And there we are, and we're through. And I'm just by a bit of a building site. This sort of building in front of me, but there, well, like I say, building site, they're putting the last few houses up. But there we go. Let's get past here. It is a little bit overgrown down by here, I gotta say it is. Let's go over this bit by here. There we are, putting the fences up somebody's garden. And this probably doesn't show on camera, but this is quite bumpy by here. It looks flat. Looks flat to the eye, but it's actually bumpy. But the rear shock is doing his job. So let's get down past here. And when I get to the end of here, then there's a little dirt track. And that should be the end of my ride, and I'll be on my way back. Oh look, somebody put some... Oh, look at this here. We've got a bit of a water situation going on here. So how am I going to get over this lot now then? Up over there, like that. Now, I will say, a bit closer camera, isn't it? I will say that because it's got a front motor and a rear motor and a 20 amp hour battery, it is a little bit heavy to lift this bike up, but I can manage it okay, you know, and I am, you know, I'm not a young man anymore, but I'm finding it okay. But there we go. So through there, onto the stepping stone, onto this little bit of wood here that's almost sunk, like that. This wood is going back and forth. Nearly made it. I don't know why this is filled up with water. There we go. And there we go, I made it. There's another one down there as well. Right. Very muddy and boggy bare, and lots of stingies. I don't know if it's better to ride or me push this, I'm not quite sure. I think I might have to ride through it because I'm a bit too wide. Let's have a go, see if I can get through. Oh, blimey. Tell you what I need to do. I'll put it in rear motor. There we go, single motor mode. Let's get up over this piece of wood. Oh. It probably doesn't look that difficult on camera, but look, I got a stingy stuck to me. Oh, the back wheel stuck on there. Come on. Lift that up over there. Like that. Oh, lucky the suspension was on the back of there then. Watch my hands. Oh, this is tight, this is. I think I made it. I made it. Right, kick the gate open. Whee! Did I kick it far enough? Yes. Kick the gate shut. Whew. Right, so the little bit of off-road is down. I don't know if you can see down there. I'm not going down there. If I went down there, I'd be dangerous. Down that hill down there and down there. Let's have a go then. We only need in level 1. We don't need to go bonkers going down here. Gotta be honest, I'd like to stay out on this bike, but I'm enjoying myself a lot. There we go, round the corner. Right, hey. Then the chance to test the brakes. I gotta say the brakes are good. They're very good. Because I've only got to lightly touch the brakes, and it's giving me stopping power. I'm not, you know, I'm not straining my arms by pulling them rock hard. So they are very, very good brakes, and the brakes actually feel a little bit better now that I've ridden the bike for 8 miles, because they do take time to bed in. Really, I should, when I do these brake tests, I should sort of ride the bike a little bit, and then do the brake test at the end. Just to let the brake pads bed in a little bit. And there we go. I made it safe and sound down to the bottom. Hey! Okay then, there you go. So if you're interested in the Lankelisi X3000 Max, then all the links will be down below in the description. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!